Today's example, we have jelly black switches from Akko, and as you can see, we have an aluminum 2-in-1 switch opener. On the left side is Kale and on the right side is Sherry. Those are the two types of switches you will see, and I recommend you to buy the aluminum one instead of the plastic one because it's more durable. You can find switch opener easily on places like Shopee or AliExpress for around $1 to $3. So what you want to do is to just find the corresponding switch opener and just press the switch against the switch opener and it will open up. In my example, the Akko Jelly Blacks are really hard to open, but a lot of times you can just press it slightly and it will open. It's just that this Akko Jelly Black is a special case and it's especially hard to open. So I recommend you to have long nails, as you can see here. You can pry it open with your nails. So you will have three components: the bottom housing, the stem, the spring, and the top housing. So you want to lube the bottom housing, the stem, and the spring for most of the time. You can also lube the top housing if you want, and here we're using the SW92SA synthetic lubricant. Of course, if you have been doing some research, you may hear that most people use Krytox 205G0 lubricant to lube their switches, which is the best lubricant for your switch, but it is also expensive and you get only a little bit. So this is an alternative to Krytox 205G0. Not only is it cheaper, you get a lot more of it too. So the SW92A lubricant, or I'll just call it synthetic lubricant, is a lot more thicker and a lot more stickier than Krytox 205G0. However, it gets the job done. So here you can see me lubricating the bottom housing. You want to lubricate the left and the right rail of the bottom housing, and then you can swirl it around the housing as well. So make sure you do not over lube your switch, otherwise it will sound mushy and wet when you press on it. Just lightly coat the inside of the bottom housing, and here we have the stem. So this is a linear switch, so you can just pretty much cover all the four sides. However, if it's a tactile switch, you do not want to lubricate the feet of the stem. The feet of the stem is the part where it's sticking out, because it will reduce the tactility of the switch. And here we are lubricating the spring, so you can just lubricate the top and bottom part of the spring. You do not need to lubricate the middle part of the spring, just the top and bottom part. This helps to eradicate any spring pring that might exist in your switch. So now that they're all lubed, you put the spring on first, and then you put on the stem. Make sure that the legs are pointing at the golden leaf, the leg of the stem, and then put on the top housing and just snap them back together. So there's another method where you can back lube the springs. Basically, you take all the switches apart, you put all the springs in a Ziploc bag, and then you put your lubricant in the bag and just shake it. That way you can lube many springs in one go, and you don't have to do it individually one by one. So thank you for watching, and here's how to lube your switch.